Hi, Dangerlings. It's me. You might be a little like, oh, we've been plugging the Patreon shows an awful lot. That's because we think there's a lot of great content on there. But also, if you're too skinned at the moment and if it's not something that you can afford because of the old Cozzy Lives Crizzle, which is entirely fair play, please don't worry. There are so many other ways in which you can support us for absolutely nothing at all. You can share us on social media. That counts for a lot. Retweeting our things, resharing our posts. That's amazing. If you did only that would be wicked. And also, telling your mates about us is the next best thing you can do. In fact, even better than the previous one. Those are the two ways that we really, really make an impact. So if you do those things for us, that's as good as signing up to the Patreon. You just won't have access to as much content, but you will have access to me doing this. Boop.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
We got a party to go to.
It is good to see all of you again.
Mara, you look amazing.
Carragher,
Yep.
we're blood brothers.
No, I am not touching you when you've been in that suit.
And I'm no one.
That's his name.
This is, yes,
No one.
Beardy McPherson.
You put a fake beard on, Bubba.
Fake beard, flowers in my hair.
What are you, Bubba?
You look up and you see Ica. Where is MZ? I can't wait to give him a hug.
The adventure continues now.
Rolling.
We are back in a very fancy studio. It's all looking very nice here. It's all in spruced up. We've got some flags, we've got some coffees, and we've got some adventure. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Should we specify which flags? Because we don't want to say that we've got some like really dodgy flags.
That's a very you, Colin, thing to assume that people would be like, people are thinking swastikas. As soon as we say that, everyone at home is like,
sure,
they are just draped in swastikas. No,
Who are we representing?
we are representing. We're representing the whole gamut of humanity. We have a beautiful pride flag on one side of the room, and we have the symbol of the evil empire on the other side of the room. So we are covering
Pride
everything.
and empire.
Yeah, we haven't done swastikas. We've got analogs for swastikas. That's how we're.
The empire flag is right by the Pope as well.
It's right next to the Pope.
Right next to the Pope. And we got hip hop represented. It's not actually up on the wall yet. We got a 90s hip hop poster.
We've got a lovely little picture of some deck chairs up on
When
there.
did James buy that and go, that's a lovely picture of some deck chairs on
know,
Brighton
right?
Beach?
It looks like something that's in like a show home when you go around IKEA. And Joe's like, that's the one.
I want that one.
Now, James
It's
is
so
here.
neutral. It's so neutral.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. The things we have on our walls right now, they are the things that James didn't want in his room and has just shipped over here. There's a nice mix in the studio now, Dangerlings, of like practical things and things that I think James just didn't want in his room.
Yeah.
There's an old weight bench that he hasn't used in ages. We've got like a box of stuff, but we've also got some lovely things. So it's starting to feel like a clubhouse.
James is here, by the way. James is had to sort out some windows.
I'm cleaning windows.
I
can't remember.
He's outside the studio cleaning the windows as we
I thought he
speak.
said when I'm cleaving windows, like his old character used to cleave through stuff.
But Scott isn't here.
Scott's on holiday. Scott is having a very well-deserved holiday after finishing the Danger Games.
Yeah.
So we wish him joy on that one.
We do.
James will, I assume, be back. I don't know if we talked about it last week, Dangerlings, but the ceiling collapsed in the studio last week.
We talked about it in Danger Games.
Danger Games, did you?
Yeah.
Well, so if you're a patron, then if you've paid us £5, then you'll know that the ceiling collapsed in the studio. But if you're a fabulous freebie subscriber, then you'll have no idea of the horrors that. Let's be fair, Ross mostly had to deal with. Ceiling collapse.
Does anyone mind helping me move something? Everyone was just like, anyway, so...
Actually, I packed up and went, it's health and safety and I'm not going to get involved.
Yeah, Colin made it very... The rest of us pretended we'd heard and sort of didn't. Colin made it very clear he was not going to help. There was an honesty to Colin's response in that.
Hey, man, James put a ticking clock in this room as well. So I stand by my decision because we got rid of that clock.
Oh, he's a monster.
James is not in the room right now. And we got rid of it. We burned it. We shot it.
He's history's greatest monster, Colin. I've got a question. Drummond, do you know what time it is?
Danger Time.
It's we don't know because we disabled the clock, so we don't know. I could tell you the time. It nearly is, Drummond. It's nearly MCM Comic Con, because in about 2 weeks' time we are going to be at the Excel Centre in London live and in person
for all 3 days.
For the entire 3 days.
Yeah.
We got a table and everything.
It's so MCM. It's London's. I don't want to start fights as it's the biggest Comic Con, but it is the biggest Comic Con in London. It's one of the bigger ones in the UK. Apologies to Manchester and Glasgow and Birmingham. You've got great cons as well, but it's a big show. And we've been there once before, back in the very early days of the Danger Club, or twice actually.
Yeah,
twice. We went twice. Sorry,
I believe
we did. We showed up in costume. We bought like a 1-day ticket. We showed up in costume, and we kind of bibbled around the con a little bit, and we took some photos, and we said hi to some people. We had a really lovely time.
Yeah.
And Steve collared me to work on the moon table for a bit. It was a good time. We are going back this month. In fact, in a couple of weeks, we're going back, and we're not just walking around this time. We've got a table.
I said that about 10 seconds ago, so the excitement.
Apologies. Right. That's right. Okay, if we could all just discard.
We could all just go back.
Just go back. All right, Colin. Do you want to say it again, and we'll give you the appropriate flowers for saying table.
We've got a table.
a table.
There was more excitement in your voice. Actually. I give it to you. Like I fucked that up. Like, sorry.
Do you know what I would be really interested in? Because those other times that we went, we basically did loads of flyering and blanketed. Like, in fact, the first time we jumped on. Who is it? Who are those people that have a famous podcast?
Who's those people?
Who's that? Oh, Critical Role. Yeah,
them lads. They're going to be there again.
Anyway, so they were there, weren't they?
Yeah.
And we jumped on all their fan base and went, "Hey guys, if you like that, maybe you like this."
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wonder if we have any Dangerlings who started listening because we were there then. If you are a Dangerling, then get in touch. Let us know.
That'd be awesome.
Find us if you're there as well. Come speak to us.
Did we come and speak to you and say, "Oh, here's our podcast. Please listen"? Because at that time there was about 6 people listening.
We were really begging.
We didn't have a lot.
5 of them were us.
You know.
Like, one of us didn't listen, but we won't point out which one.
It was easier back then because Candice still listened regularly, and she just told everyone. You know.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is really good, actually."
The way that Candice gives compliments was like, "Oh, I thought you were going to be shit at that, but you're all right."
Yeah. You know when you've done something quite good when your mates say that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if your mates come and see you in a show and they go, "Oh yeah, that was that. I thought it was going to be shit, but it was all right actually. It was good." That's when you know you've done something well. That your friends actually like it.
Yeah.
They come and support regardless.
So we're going to be there. We're going to be it's in the Creator Pavilion, which is near the Artist Alley, I believe. And none of these words will mean anything to you unless you're going to the con and you look at a map of it, because they're all made up words. But all words are made up. Dangerling. So don't worry about it.
1 second.
That's all right. Let's give Colin a cheer.
No. You beat me. That's great. I love that.
Come and see us, and we're going to have a table. You'll see some Danger Club banners. We're going to have some flyers. I mean, you won't want those because you already listened to the show, so you don't need it. But you can still be like my brother did when I asked him to fly my comedy show and just use it for roaches for rolling spliffs. There's lots of uses for a flyer. But you can come and see us, and we're going to have some little competitions as well. If you already listened to the show, we're going to have a thing. If you come and tell us you listened to the show, and that you're a Dangerling, there we've got a little treat for you. So, come and talk to us.
We're working on other things as well, aren't we? We've been thinking about things.
Might give out some toffees.
Yep.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yak's milk as well.
Should I mention a shirt, or is that not?
Don't mention.
There will be no shirts available.
You will remember the shirts from the conversation on our chat channel, James, where we said, "Are we doing shirts?" No, we probably can't afford that, so we're probably not doing shirts.
Oh right. I don't remember that. I didn't look at that. Sorry.
We've got plans in place to try and do the merch store. We've got all sorts of plans. come and see us. We're going to have badges. We know we're going to have badges.
Definitely badges.
We're going to be there.
Sweet.
And some of us, because it's Halloween weekend, some of us are going to be really, really fucking tired. So, come and see us, especially early in the morning, and just be loud. That'll be what we need at that point. That'll really make us happy.
It'd be amazing to see you though.
James,
come and chat to us. Honestly, it'd be amazing.
Come and chat to us. Especially if it's on one of the days that James is rotated in, because there's every chance that you'll be keeping all of us on that table company. I'm sure he'll be there. It'll be lovely. But for now, before we get to MCM Comic Con, we've got to have ourselves some adventure, Dangerlings. Yes. We've got to pick ourselves up. We've got to pick up where we were last time. I got to tell you, Dangerlings, we're in. We're flying a little blind on this one. My laptop is buggered up, and I've only just managed to get my notes back up for it, and they are tiny, and I've only just had a chance to read through them, and they're mostly food. So it'll be if this one goes off the rails, it will be no different to the last 250 episodes that you have just listened to. So, when we last left our heroes were at a party in the Alabaster district at Vanderale Manor. They're one of the finest manor houses of the family that Ica is marrying into. So you found out a little bit about the Vanderales. You found out they're an incredibly old, they're old money. They go back to the founding of Magnimar. They just have a vast amount of wealth. And Hadley, their son, is marrying Ica. They apparently met at school. Yes, Drummond.
Yeah, so that was what I was going to ask about.
Yeah,
how they met. That's
they met at the academy. So Ica is attending the academy here in the Academy of Mystic Arts here in Magnimar.
Sasquatch.
The Sasquatch Academy. Yeah, we're going to merge everything. We'll talk about that Sasquatch next week. Don't worry about that, because Danger Things is well underway again now, and it's scary. But yes, they met at the Magic Academy. They were both students there. She told you that they went on a field trip to a village called Ravenmoor, and some strange hill folk tried to sacrifice some of the school party to a bug god, and they had to save everyone. And then they stayed there for a while afterwards, and have been in a whirlwind romance ever since. And now they're getting married. So we'll rejoin you in this party. Now, just to remind ourselves, Bubba is currently in disguise, is he not, Colin?
Yes.
So remind us, what does Bubba look like right now?
So if I remember correctly, Dan,
yeah,
I am dressed like almost like a hippie. I've got like a big wig on, flowers in my hair, maybe like a fake plastic nose, but you can still see my beak. Just like a hippie, like a little hippie. And
Nice.
I believe we called him Brian McBeardson.
McBeardson.
And he's got a fake beard on as well.
Yep.
Yeah, after because I think it was almost sort of Beardy McBeardson, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's something James threw out. Yeah,
Was that
he's
right?
not
Yeah.
here. So, and then I think someone said Brian. I think you said Brian actually, and then
Did I?
we all sort of like combined those together.
You originally said your name was Nobody.
Oh yes, no one
Nobody.
Brian
No one,
McBeardson.
Brian McBeardson.
Middle name Brian.
No one.
First name no one.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Oh, no one.
No one. Brian McBeardson.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Because you were feeling a bit. What's the right word?
Melancholic.
Melancholic,
Yes,
maybe. Yes, or fatalistic-ish.
Yep, that's a
something like
possible
that.
as well.
Basically,
nice word.
time didn't factor this in, but we could have done with a sleep before we went to this party.
Yeah.
But, Bubba went straight from telling his sister that
He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
he may have had something to do with the murder of her, biological parents, and then went to a party.
Yeah, straight away.
Sorry, I killed your parents. I do want to keep talking to you, but I do have this party I've got to get to. So
You know me and parties.
I'm just going to leave you here with the news about your parents.
Bye.
Yeah, it was kind of odd.
Party. So that's where we're at. And you have just reunited with the wonderful, the beloved Ica.
Yes, indeed.
Ica, our favourite NPC.
And hasn't she just said, "Where's MZ?" And we've
That
all
is
just
where
gone,
we left it.
Oh,
She's just embraced all of you and is now looking excitedly around you. And that's where we'll pick up with everyone. No wonder James left the room.
Yeah. He can't deal with it.
I'd love it. There's every chance he won't come back at any point during this episode, and this will just be the gag of the episode.
I think the next 4 episodes.
I think the next 4, he may not come back at all, Dangerling.
It's just going to be us 4.
He needs to make us coffee.
Yeah.
Right, let's pick it up. Ica's looking right excitedly around the group of you. She's like, where is MZ?
Well, we
Do you want me to
we
tell
have
her?
some things. I'm not sure. I think maybe.
Hello,
I'm
my
sorry.
name is No One Beardy McBeardson.
Did we not?
Oh,
I
Brian.
thought
Call
we
me Brian.
introduced.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, sorry, I've had a few drinks. So I keep forgetting.
Your name is Beardy, but people call your nickname is Brian.
No, my name is No One.
Right.
Brian McBeardson. Sorry, I got my name wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you can call me Bubba, but don't say that in front of anyone else, all right?
It's very confusing for you. I understand. Look,
He's dead.
Me?
Bubba's dead.
Oh, no, not Bubba.
Oh, no.
Brian.
No,
Brian is
Brian's
dead.
not, Brian's not dead.
No one's dead.
I was going to try and maybe
so
tell you in a slightly softer phase in Fulton, but unfortunately, yes, we lost MC not that long after we left. You, in fact. Unfortunately, it was in the same city the last time that we saw you.
We got killed by a junk golem who only his weakness was adamantium.
Well, why
One
did
of
you
the-
not have any adamantium?
Well, some say that it's an incredibly hard thing to purchase.
And also, we did not know that it was the only weakness until later. It took a while to work it out. We're
in my
better at
axe.
doing stuff now than we were at that time.
Yeah.
Which is why I think maybe that he's no longer with us.
He's in my axe, though. His soul is bound in my axe.
What? How is
Oh,
this?
boy.
You drained his soul into your axe?
No, he decided there was a 1-bedroom apartment up for rent in my axe, and he bought it. He lives next to a guy called like a weedy guy who also has. He also lives in a weapon. I think it's like a spear or something.
This is a lot of exposition.
Sorry. The thing that we must tell you is that he is no longer with us, and we miss him every day. And I'm not sure what else to say about that, except that yes, if you do wish to communicate with him, he lives in the axe of Fulton, obviously. So, because what the fuck else would happen in this world?
Well, of course. I wanted to go see his parents, actually, seeing as we're here.
I mean, they're not here.
Oh.
Party. And she just she gives both of you a hug and it's like, I'm so sorry for you. It must be very hard. I know it was a long time ago now, but
thank you, Ica.
we'll drink to him.
Where's your
very
fella?
good idea.
And sorry, I must find Hadley around here somewhere. I must introduce him to you.
Yes, I would be extremely interested to meet this
But
fellow.
who is your new friend? This is no one.
Yeah, no one, Brian McBeardson.
No one, Brian McBeardson.
Call me Nobi.
No,
Yes.
Nobi.
Yeah.
Another name.
This is a wonderful, a new friend of ours,
A new
that we
friend.
have made along the way.
Where did you meet Nobi?
He was rapping in a bar once. Like rapping.
Was that where we actually? I don't think that's how we
No,
met
he wasn't
him.
rapping, but he was doing
Rapping?
some. Yeah, he was
Fulton,
rapping.
are you lying to me?
No, definitely not.
I do spit bars occasionally, but I don't think we were spitting when I met you.
Wait,
No, I don't think so. You were part of another party, another adventuring party that we crossed roads with, and you came and you ended up joining us on our journeys
Ica, is it?
Not correct?
Let me tell you about my dark backstory, Ica.
Oh, really? I mean, it's a party. How dark is your backstory?
Maybe we should try to keep it light for the moment. We do not wish to
I promise
burden Ica with the...
We'll talk about it later.
Are there any jammy dodgers around here? Have you got any biscuits?
We have some. Yes, there are some jam circles at the buffet.
We really do have a jam circle.
Good. Ica, I'm sorry. There's so much to catch up on. It's so strange. But it is absolute, just so wonderful to see you. And I very much... Where is this? It's a man who has stolen your heart.
I'm so glad that you... I'm so glad that you were able to come. Come, let's find him.
Yes,
she's going to
please.
lead you through this party that is just full of a lot of older people. Looks like there's a lot of friends of the parents here, but there's a lot of people in just very expensive clothes. There are a large number of servants standing around with trays of glasses of a kind of sparkling wine in it.
It's a lockdown Tory party.
very much.
Ding-dong.
Very much is that kind of vibe. And there's a huge table in the center of the room loaded up with just all manner of foods on there. She leads you down through the kind of through the hall under the big crystal chandeliers to where there are there is a nervous-looking young man at the buffet who is just kind of he's standing there he's got a plate just loaded up with just loaded up with bits and pieces. He's about Ica's age, so he may be a little older than Ica, so he's like sort of early 20s. He's clean shaven, he has long hair, and he's kind of pulled back, and he's wearing purple robes with a kind of a gold trim on them. And he is kind of just looking around the party nervously and just kind of looking around, and he's just eating from this plate as much as possible. She calls out, Hadley! Look, these are my friends. Hadley's like, hello.
Hello, Hadley.
So you, young man, you are the one who has stolen our Ica's heart.
You must be the carnival folk.
Well, we're not specifically carnival folk, but we
Something
were.
like that, yeah. Okay,
But-
it's good.
How are you?
He puts a hand out and then realizes it's just covered in crumbs and just starts trying to wipe the crumbs off him and kind of almost drops the plate and then just sticks a hand out. Can't figure out which one of you to stick it out to, and just goes in the middle and just kind of puts it out in general toward
Shania grabs his hand, gives it just a gentle shake.
Bubba's obviously got a plate full of jam circles,
yeah,
and he's crunching on them. He's got biscuits all over his hands, and he just puts his crummy hand out and shakes his hand after Shania, and then carries on eating jam circles.
Right.
Shania sort of circles round behind him, checks him out. Just tell me exactly what he looks like.
Does a lap and then he shakes it. So he's
so intimidating.
Yeah, just walking around him.
Yeah.
Like a praying dog.
Okay, so he's about he's about 5'9", very slim. He's got that classic wizard build.
Classic wizard build.
He's got that classic wizard
All
build.
right.
You reckon he's a spellcaster?
Okay.
He has. It looks like he is incapable of growing a beard.
Right.
You get that impression that if he forgot to shave for a few days, wouldn't matter.
Right.
He's maybe the best he would get was a little fluff.
Yeah.
And he is just. He's obviously intimidated by all of you. It's
I'm getting like,
so when you go past.
Is it Freddie Fox vibes? He was. He's in The Great. Have you seen that?
I have not seen The Great.
Right. He's like the Swedish king. The Swedish king. And I think he was in a play with Jeremiah, wasn't he?
I think I do remember something about that.
I feel like
Jeremiah.
Jerry. Although That's the guy.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but with longer hair
Picture
and
of-
a bit more nervy and less cocky.
Yeah, picture
obviously.
So for all the Dangerlings, look
Yeah.
at Ross's phone.
Anyway, Freddie, I was right. Freddie
Come to
Fox,
MCM
Freddie
Comic
Fox.
Con, Ross.
We'll give you a badge.
Yeah, I like that. He is played by Freddie Fox.
Okay.
The acceptable face of the Fox acting family.
Yes.
Yes, cool. But yeah, nervy because that picture is obviously very cocksure.
He looks very cocksure there.
nervy.
He looks nervy. He looks nervy now, doubly so now that you are prowling around him like a hungry cat.
Yes, right.
He's also now, having shook both your hands, has come face to face with Fulton, who is, let's remind everyone, wearing what, Russ?
A PVC suit.
It's a full PVC, a three-piece PVC suit without the shirt. So it is PVC trousers, a PVC waistcoat, and a PVC dinner jacket. But with just his hairy chest out.
Nice.
Like a stripper crab.
He puts his hand out.
Like, does it have gloves?
Yeah.
Okay. He just kind of, he realizes that he now looks at his hand and now has jam over it, and just kind of wipes jam on his robe, and then just shakes your. Why am I actually trying to shake your hand, Ross? There are mics all over this table. It's an audio show, for goodness sake! And he shakes Fulton's hand. He's
I
like,
grip it.
it's so lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you. Hey, let's go.
Quite a specimen.
So you're marrying Ica, are you?
Yes.
You're marrying Ica. You captured her heart, have you? How did you do that? Did you cast a spell? She's beautiful. You're not good enough for her.
Ica turns as like, Nobi, please.
Sorry. Eats his jam circles.
Yeah. So what was the thing you said to Aika to woo her heart?
How did you steal her heart?
If I must, I mean, Ica was the one who asked me to
Love
She's
potion,
always
was
been
it?
a strong woman.
No, we were on a school trip to this village. We're in a class together. We study magic. Do you study magic?
Yes, I commune with nature, of course.
My magic is inside me, yeah.
We have one a necromancer with us.
A necromancer.
Yeah, he's in the toilet at the moment.
That sounds very evil.
He's not a necromancer. He just has, necrophilic thoughts. That's all.
I think he ate too many shrimp.
Yeah, don't worry about
I think you mean necromantic thoughts, but
Oh, romantic about the necro, yeah.
Ica laughs. It's like, says, "Look, you haven't changed. Listen, I'm going to catch up with Velder and Karagor over at the buffet. Please, I leave the four of you to get acquainted
yes,
with each other."
please do. Absolutely, that'd be fantastic.
Thank you, Ica.
She turns and stops and gives Shania a kiss on the cheek and a cuddle, and then goes to ruffle Fulton's hair and is like. And just kind of gives him a hug as well, and then heads off to the thing. It's nice to meet you, Nobi.
Bubba looks expectant. And she walks off.
So
Yeah, hello. Yes.
tell us about your family.
Oh,
They seem pretty rich.
yes. Well, father is he's in the shipping trade, so he runs a lot of the most of the ships that do the Vrisian run. He runs a lot of those, so he leases them out to merchants who want to take goods up and down the coastline.
And I assume they are charitable, yes?
Oh, very much. Yes, they're involved in all sorts of causes, I hope.
Of course.
Involved in all sorts, are they?
Of course
Yes.
they are.
Yeah,
Yes.
all sorts. He crunches a biscuit. All sorts.
And your upbringing, were you brought up at home or were you sent away to school? Tell us more, please.
Well, I mean, I was I was raised here in the city. I had a nanny, obviously, and then I was sent away to school, as all of my brothers were. It's tradition that. It's tradition that the younger sons go into the. I was destined for the priesthood until I got a little bit of a talent with magic, and they decided they would try me out at the academy. I'm very glad they did. I would never have met Iker if I'd have become a priest.
Yes,
I'm still thinking about it. My faith is still very strong.
And who do you follow?
Abadar.
Abadar.
Yes.
Abadar.
I'm hoping that one day they'll let me preside over the tax day celebrations here, the ceremonial submitting of the tax forms. It's all very exciting.
Yes, of course, tax. What
Got any
could be more
skeletons
exciting
in
than
your
tax?
closet, have you?
Well, you're the ones with the necromancer.
Yes, we are. And whoever is our enemy, best be careful.
At that point, you hear Hadley, and a man, a much taller man, about a clear foot taller than Hadley.
Wow.
So
6'9".
yeah, he's a big guy wearing he's human. He has short black hair, a short goatee beard, and he is wearing a military officer's uniform. So he has a sword at his side, but it's piece bound, so it has silk around it to hold it in place. But he's wearing kind of tunic and breeches, and he's got medals on his chest, and it's in blue. The uniform's in blue and gold, the colours of Magnimar. As he comes walking over, there's Hadley, new friends, eh?
And hello, who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Sorry, this is Cassius. He's my best man. He's my best friend.
How did you two? How
Do you know each other?
Lovely to meet more friends of Hadley's. We don't see each other too much these days. I was off defending the city, as it were. But it's always good to have you in. Hey, good party, eh? I hear. What do you think? Marrying an illusionist, eh? You pervert, Hadley. He nods him. He's like, imagine the things she can turn into, eh, lads?
She's
A little respect, if you wouldn't mind.
It's a little bit misogynistic what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not meant to say that sort of things, are you?
He's a military man. I'm sure that where you come from, in amongst all the other military people, there is much argy-bargy and oofy-doofies. But around here, we like to be respectful of Iker.
Of course. I wouldn't dream of it. It's just having a bit of fun, eh? So where do you know Hadley from? You from that academy
friends
as well?
of Iker's.
And you just notice now that Hadley has been just elbowing him in the side for like the whole time he's been talking. Yeah. He's like, what? You understand I'm only joking about the shapeshifter thing. Of course.
Jake, we love Jake.
Yeah.
Love it.
Funny guy. Tell us some more.
You are not at the academy then. You do not study the magics?
No. I'm a military man myself.
I see. And you know Hadley from where?
I know Hadley from our families are friends. We've known each other. The families have known each other for a long time. Tell me, are you staying for the wedding?
Yes.
We'll be there.
We would not miss it for the world.
Wonderful. Where do you know Iker from?
We go way back, mate. Way back.
From her time that she was part of the carnival, we are old friends from then.
I've just met her, but
You're circus folk. And he looks at Fulton. He's like, I should have known.
In a way, yes. In a way. So your family is who?
My family, the
oh my god, Dan's broken.
he just
gotta reboot
he
Dan.
glitches and just drops out. I'm from House Vertillus. We take over. We deal with a lot of the military matters here in the city. Got a proud military tradition we have.
Are you evil?
just come out and say it.
Oh, Fulton. You'll have to excuse my friend. I'm sorry. We have had a very long journey. We're all extremely tired and wistful. We have been on many, many adventures recently, and have found ourselves not knowing quite what is real and sometimes what is not. So please excuse us.
How many people have you killed, Cassius?
Don't you worry about it, Missy. I'm not going to get offended.
I'm sorry,
I'm not
Missy?
easily offended. Sorry,
She stares him down.
Yeah.
Because she's taller than him, I think, probably.
She's not far off it.
or at least equine height.
Eye to eye.
So she gives him the fucking eyes.
Sorry, look, not trying to cause offense to anyone here. Just
You better be a little bit more careful about that, then, hadn't you? She gives him a winning smile.
Sorry, of course. Look,
so your family was the
the Vetilis. House
Vetilis, of
House
course.
Vetilis.
House Vetilis, yes.
We've long been friends from the Vanderales. Goes back a long, long way.
Vetilis and the Vanderales, yes.
Yes, yep. We had the same nanny for a long time. We've always been thick as thieves, me and Cassius.
I see.
He's
Sucked
always
from
been
the same teat, did you?
Quite wealthy, are you?
Same vet nurse.
Got a lot of money, are you? Have you? Is it?
I mean, yes. What business are you in, Mike? Sorry, I'm being very rude. What are your?
We are sort of people for hire.
People for hire?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Kind of like mercenaries, but not so like,
But less mercenaries.
Yeah.
unemployed mercenaries.
No, not like we are very much employed. We just came off getting loads of gold pieces, didn't we?
Got a nice job, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really good, yeah.
Oh, that sounds so exciting.
We get jobs everywhere we go.
It was taking down an aristocrat who was who had bad things in the background that he was doing.
Basically, Cassius, if I may, what they do when you get a lot of money, right, is it exploits a lot of poor people, and they sort of keep poor people down and they keep the rich rich, and so we had to sort that out and break that cycle, Cassius, my friend.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
No, don't have to tell me about that. We get labor disputes all the time around here. Glad we got people like you on hand to help deal with it. Anyway, I'm gonna get a little more of this Thuvian pork cumber.
I'm sorry, Southian pork cumber?
You must try it. It's enchanted by some of the wizards here. It's entirely vegetarian, but it has the flavor of succulent pork.
But isn't that...
Yes, okay, I would like to taste this, please. Give it in my mouth now.
He takes a large plate off where there is it looks like a cucumber, but it is orange, and it has what look like small hairs sprouting from it.
She grabs the whole thing, puts it in her mouth.
Let me just find you. Oh my!
She's staring at him the entire time. She takes it a bit deeper, then takes it out a little bit, bites the end off, spits on the ground. That is very tasty. May I keep this one?
Yes.
Thank you.
He just completely lost his had to like. So,
I'm gonna have one too. Fulton puts it in and then immediately gags and just goes, just throws up over his PVC suit.
Bubba's been constantly eating jam circles. He as well throws them up. Just standing there looking at him.
Well, gentlemen, it looks like you must have to excuse us for a moment. I have to take care of my friends.
Yes, of course. Come on, old friend.
Pleasure to meet you, boss.
Of course. Lovely to. I'll see you
Look
soon.
forward to seeing you again soon.
Let's get some.
Goodbye.
more
Wipes his
bubble wine.
beak and says, "Goodbye, Cassius."
I just wipe it off my PVC. straight away.
A servant immediately comes over with a cloth and gets on the floor and just starts cleaning it off the floor from around you.
Sorry, thank you. We can do that. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's Fulton.
Sorry, it's okay. I'll do it.
Bubba cast prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Thornton, you get on the floor, the PVC is slippery with the sick, and you just kind of.
God, yeah.
Okay, this is giving me flashbacks. Like literally this weekend, my whole family had the sickness bug.
Oh, no.
I've done nothing but clean up sick all week, and now I'm here doing this. This is supposed to be an escape, man.
Oh, I should have put a trigger warning on. A servant comes over and says, "Bubble wine."
Oh, yes, please.
Gives you some glasses, some tall flutes with sparkling wine in them.
We should probably go see Hadley's parents. I don't know. They're probably up to something.
Yeah, I need to know a little bit more about these families.
Didn't you tell me about, like, when you were first in the carnival, there was a man called Arnahim Brayton that MZ definitely got and killed, but then you stole the kill off him and smashed his head with like a rock or something.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clear that up.
How do you know that?
You told me in great
fair
detail
enough.
how MZ first killed him, and then you.
I
ended
would
the
never
episode
do that.
by smashing his head up. But anyway, Brayton was a very dodgy shipper, wasn't he? And apparently the shipping trade can be quite dodgy. There was a lot of skulks, and you were saying that like the whole place was really dodgy, and maybe you cleared up the drug trade. But maybe these families work together. You know,
Maybe they were.
something-
Maybe they're
I am
dealing.
sure that they do to protect their own interests for sure. This is definite.
well, we should.
The
look
only
into
question
that.
here really is whether Iker is in any kind of danger, or if there is anything, that is behind this match other than just the love that the children have for each other. Now, personally, he does not seem like a threatening person.
No,
He's
definitely not.
No, but he's definitely.
However,
he's definitely not right for her, though, is he?
she says that she
needs someone
loves
that's
him,
gonna-
and I cannot, she's. This is clearly her choice. She made the thing. What we need to find out is if there would be any reason at all, that these families should want Iker to, whether they want to use her in some way because maybe of her power. And the thing is, if so, then how has this come to be? So these are the things that are worrying me in my head at this moment, because I fear that people want to take advantage of, her power and her innocence. So,
Are you saying there might be a chance between me and Iker?
I'm sorry, but a chance? For what
Well,
do you mean?
what you were just saying, it all just sounded like maybe she liked me, or
Bubba,
what?
you're not thinking straight.
I think I'm in love with Iker.
No, you just told your mum and sister that you killed people.
That was hours ago.
Oh my god!
In Tengu years, that's like a year. That's like half a year. I'm not over it.
I can understand. She is extremely enchanting, wonderful girl, and I can see why you would, immediately fall for her wonderful charms. And you are also a wonderful person. But I think at this time, maybe your emotions are confusing you, and but who knows? We'll see. Look, the important thing is to make sure that she is in no danger, or that she will not be taken advantage of in any way. So, yes, you are correct. I think the parents should be the next focus for us.
Definitely.
But also, I would like to try and do some kind of research into these families and know more about their history. I wonder if there's anywhere around here where we could find. Maybe there's a library in such a place.
We also need to visit MZ's family as well.
We can't do that tonight, though, can we?
No, not tonight, but just
while we are here,
that's
at
on
party,
the quest list for the city.
Yeah, on the quest list. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But for tonight, I wonder. Maybe are we? We're not at their house, are we? This is
The Vanderale. You are at the
this is
Vanderale
their
house. Yeah,
Okay,
this is their
right.
house.
Maybe we should
Okay,
just...
I would
we
like
sneak
to try
off.
to find. Yes, I would like to sneak off and try to find, like an office or something, like the office of the dad.
Why don't we just go and talk to the family and friends and members
Also-
and things, couldn't we?
We could just not make anything worse. But, I like Shania's idea. Sneaky.
Yeah, because the thing is, when we talk to people, they get very suspicious of us because we're not very subtle, and also I don't know. It's I feel like we will not get the truth.
So maybe we need a disguise. Like a disguise upon a disguise.
You have a disguise on.
Yeah, but we need to...
What
I mean,
about
I'm
my
just going
disguise?
to. I'm just going to go for a wander. I assume that we, as guests of the party, have been given, the right to what I'm looking for, the toilet. Oops, I found the office. How wonderful!
Excuse me, sir, mopping up the sick.
I thought we got rid of these guys. You don't need to do. We can do that. That's okay.
How long do you think it takes to mop up sick?
Excuse me,
you're
or the
not Drummond,
bubble wine then, or
I
the
can tell
bubble
you,
wine guy.
It takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Could possibly. Oh, I'm not feeling very well. Could you show me to the toilet?
We'll just point it out and we'll...
No. Show us by coming in the cubicle of the toilet. Eh?
I kind of
He
see
winks.
where you're going with this. Oh God.
You want to go in the cubicle of the toilet?
Yes. Could you show me where it is?
Shania, it sounds like he's coming on to us.
Oh,
No, that's not what he's doing.
the gnomish servant kind of brushes back her luminous green hair.
See? I told you.
Well, I suppose.
Gnomish, you said.
Gnomish,
Is that right?
yes.
Gnomish. So very, very small.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
I suppose I could show you where the bathrooms are.
Actually, have you got anyone of dwarven height? Sorry, I don't want to be prejudiced on.
No, it's all right. Everyone in this city is
No, but I would.
calling me short. Are you?
No. I would never do that.
It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Let me go find you someone taller.
For fuck.
Just a juice.
I
Sorry.
think we're going to bring more suspicion on ourselves
Well, I
if we
thought
try to
we
get a
could-
servant that is the same size as you, so you can steal their clothes and pretend to be a servant.
Yeah, and then we could just walk out the back.
Why are we saying this in
don't
front of her?
She goes.
She's gone, hasn't she?
She goes off to the a little while later. A dwarf wearing a butler's uniform comes over and goes, "Good afternoon, or good evening. I understand you have a problem with one of my servants.
No, I would just.
I understand that the young miss was not of sufficient height to escort Sir to the facilities."
No, she was. I like you.
He just kind of bites his lip. He goes,
I've seen you.
we are pleased to serve.
I've seen you from across the way, and I thought he looks like a good guy.
If you're going to do something, Fulton, just get the fuck on. Just get into the cupboard and do whatever you
Could
like
you
to
show
do.
me to the toilet?
Very well, sir. Since it has to be me, then I will show you to the toilet.
Thank
He
you.
turns and kind of curtly walks through. If Sir would like to follow me.
Yes, I follow.
So are we doing this or are we...
No, I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to wait right here.
He leads you to down a little side corridor, and then gestures to a door. He says, "Just in here, sir." You squeak
Yes, could you show me where the cubicle is? Or is it just like
It's just
one room?
It's just one room.
Thank you. Could you just lift up the toilet seat, please? Sorry.
Well, you wish me to... I am pleased to serve, sir.
As soon as he gets in the room, I shut the door behind him.
Okay. With you inside as well?
Yeah.
Okay, you step in.
Now,
Sir!
we can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way.
Oh my god.
Sir, please, what is...
I need your clothes, your boots, and that's it.
Sir, for whatever reason.
I was gonna go walk around the manor, or the palace, whatever it is.
This is an infiltration, sir.
No, it's just me walking around. You know, I've always wanted to be a butler.
Give me an intimidation check. That's right, we're rolling dice.
Why do you knock him out? Like, isn't that what people usually do?
It's the classic player thing of go to jump an NPC, but then get in conversation with them, feel bad, and then don't know how to end it.
31.
31. Please, sir, don't hit. Please, sir, just don't hurt me. We don't want any trouble here.
You take my clothes and I take yours.
He starts to unbutton his shirt.
This is almost worse.
It's weird.
Oh, God.
Odds, man.
Taking off his clothes.
He strips down. He strips down to his underwear. Enough, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. He takes off his PVC
Oh,
suit.
God. Dangerlings, I don't know if you've ever tried to remove PVC
Yeah, man. Yeah.
in a confined space with another person. I'll wager some of... I bet Scott has.
Right.
There is just a sound of squeaking and just thumping coming from this room. It's just falling around. This thing is like the size of just a cubicle. It's just a tiny... with two dwarves in it.
I get changed into the butler outfit and he puts on the PVC suit.
You put on the butler's costume and then you watch while he pulls on.
You're sweaty. How? I mean,
sweaty
There we go.
PVC.
Thank you. See? You look good.
Please, sir. Please.
And then I'll knock him out.
And then you hit him in the face and he just collapses onto the toilet.
All right. I open the door, unlock it, but then can I make a locksmith or something, lock picking or...
You open the door,
to
there's a Minotaur standing outside holding his stomach. He's like, oh, thank God, I really need to go.
Oh, I would not go in there.
Oh, no, you don't understand.
No, seriously.
I really, I ate far too much of the pork cumber. It's really
You
got
have
through
to
me.
go to the one across the other way.
What?
Yeah, sorry, this one's occupado.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
He's currently indisposed at the moment. I'm sorry, sir. Would you like a bucket?
Oh, it's too late. He grabs a priceless looking vase and just runs into a side room.
Can I use my thievery to lock the
Yes,
door
you
from the
can.
outside?
Just get a coin, put it in the lock from the outside. Click. Engaged.
Yeah.
21.
A 21. You shake it. Doesn't seem to be opening again.
Oh, that's good for me. All right, I'll go back to the guys. Hey!
Fulton returns.
great. Okay, so are you happy now? You're happy? Okay,
I got a
good.
new outfit.
All right. So
I can see that, yeah. And now everyone thinks that you are the butler?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That will help.
Ahmad just starts snapping his fingers at you, Fulton.
Yes,
and
sir.
pointing at his empty glass.
Oh, here we go. There you go.
Where did you get that from?
Found it.
Oh, God. Okay,
Could be
let's
anything
get out
in
of
that.
here.
Yeah. It was on the floor in the bathroom. It might be a spittoon.
This is an excellent vintage.
Just loves it. Yeah.
All right, so you follow me, and I'll say that you're private guests.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Can we look for an office? Can we go looking for an office? Do we need to do a roll for that? Or?
Okay, so you're going to try and head further into the building to look for an office. There's a big staircase, so you head up the staircase. There are some large doors there. There are a couple of guards standing on the doors. They sort of, the party is downstairs.
No, we realize. But the butler here was supposed to show us towards the library.
They both look at the butler.
Hey, I am the butler. Sorry. And I am going to show them, under request of the family library.
Family library?
Yes?
I don't recognize you, butler. Have you worked here for long?
How dare you? I've been here for nigh on 20 years.
Give me a deception check.
This isn't going to work.
Natural one.
We're going to have to kill some guards.
Smash cut to both guards being dumped in the toilet.
with the dwarf like tied up.
What? No, I know our dwarf butler. I play cribbage with him once a week. You are not the dwarf butler, sir.
All right. Fine. If you don't believe me, I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What? A duel?
Yes. And the winner gets to go to the library. A duel to the death.
Oh, God.
Or a cribbage off.
A cribbage to the death?
Yeah, we do not. There needs to be no deaths here. Just
Okay, just a cribbage game. And if I win, I'm allowed access to the library. If you win, then I go away.
A game of cribbage.
Yeah.
For the right to go upstairs.
Shall I just look up the rules of cribbage?
And if I win, then... if I win, then you leave. And if you win, you get to go upstairs.
Yeah.
But no, you carry on doing your job. It's just the thing is, you have said that he is not who he is, and therefore he's I think rightfully so, feeling very angry about this. And if he wins the cribbage, then that proves he is who he is. And you're an asshole, and you can carry on with your job, but we need to get to the library, please. Very important. Okay, we have important works that we are supposed to be doing for the
the Vanderbeeks.
It's not Vanderbeek. What's the name of the family?
Vandervale.
For the Vandervales. Okay?
Vandervales, what are they called? Vandervales. Say it again. Vandervales.
God damn it!
This is going so well. It was a wigger speech right until the final bit. Oh dear, madam, I am a gentleman, and so I cannot refuse a cribbage off. Very well.
Great.
You take some cards.
Yes,
out of it,
some cards, and there is actually a board as well.
It takes and a cribbage board. He has a cribbage
board with matchsticks and things like that.
Yeah, he has all of this in his bag that he takes out and just puts on the little guard stool in front of him. Yes, very well, Master Dwarf. Play your best game. I would like you to roll. Do you have law cribbage?
No, I've got law guild.
You have guild law, so that's the guild of
cribbage.
Is it the cribbage?
No.
Well, you've never mentioned this before.
Yeah, there you go. Can I use a performance?
You want to make a performative cribbage game?
Or society?
Society from seeing cribbage games around? Yeah, okay. Make a society check to see if you can how well you play cribbage against him.
15.
A 15. Smash cut to the door to the three of you walking into the library with a guard in tears outside over his cribbage set, the other guard comforting him. And that's where we leave it. Got a 6 on the die. How did you beat his cribbage score?
Amazing.
Cribbage job.
Oh, good work. Got there in the end.
Steve Geddes. Thanks, dude. Your continued support of the podcast is very much appreciated. You are the Dangerling of the Week. Thank you so much for your continued support. We love you, dude. And if you too want to show your support in such a way, then go to www.patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast. Do it now.
But clean up sick all week, and now I'm here doing this. This is supposed to be an escape, man.
Oh, I should have put a trigger warning on there.
Sorry. When did they stop being sick?
Like Wednesday.
It's Thursday today.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's no. There's absolute. I was first. I was sick on the weekend.
Shared nuts with
There's
you.
absolutely no way that I've got the sickness bug still.
It's guaranteed for the rest of this record, Dangerlings. I'm going to be like, oh no, it's coming.
I would not have come here if I thought I could give it to anyone.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
You know what the worst part of that whole thing is? I'm absolutely going to have some more of those nuts later because they were really delicious.
I'm going to go.
It's not even put me off.
I have to go and buy my own pack because otherwise I'll eat those, and I'm so worried that
Colin, if you didn't get enough of your immunization shots before setting foot in James's house, then
yeah, right, yeah.
Oh dear.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
A servant comes over.